everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. It's brought in by Harris. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Time for a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Down. 8, read. Right there, 56. I got one. Get it.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Check. Fresno. Big Griffin.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
I'm
To throw on third down, Connell. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll give to Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
20. You got 4.
Out of the gun, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On 1st and 10, Connell complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Throws right side, and that's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Five down. Stand up there.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On first down, Connell, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Connell, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Yep. 56. Check 56. Ready?
Shoot. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jets trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Connell. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island. 8.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Gun. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 9.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on third down, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
You see me out here? That's right.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What we got? Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Connell. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first and 10, Connell. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Sack. Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to...
And the ball is knocked out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
That's it. That's it. All way.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 41, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Yeah.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go. It's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Connell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Connell. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
From the gun, Connell. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready? 180. Double tight, double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Watch 30.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready? 180. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.